Welcome to Lex Cunningham's Pure Garbage Podcast. Today's return guest is Sass Jordan, talking about her new wine, Ass Sass.
Please welcome to the show the beautiful, the vivacious, the talented, the very young at heart, and our friend Sass, rock and roll queen Jordan. Welcome.
And please welcome to the throne, the queen of Canadian rock.
Wow.
Oh, too bad you didn't say that. I was like, oh, that would have been cool. Very happy to be here with one of my fabulous subjects, Mr. Lex.
Okay.
Sorry, can't help it. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go, baby.
You're doing all kinds of things, I realize. Very busy person, or you had an idea yourself and your great manager, Peter Wark there, and the idea was that you wanted to get into making wine.
Yeah, man. Well, not actually making it per se, but definitely blending it, because like making it to me instantly means, like growing the grapes and picking them and like doing all the smushing and the mushing and then sticking them in the barrels and then the big, huge steel, whatever the hell those are called. I didn't do any of that, right?
Yeah.
What I did was the fun stuff.
Oh, wow. Okay. So okay.
Actually, that stuff is fun. It just takes a lot longer than I would have been doing it for.
You just drive around to guys that are making grapes and you just say,
no.
Where are you in North Montreal, banging on doors, looking in basements, or are you up in Ottawa doing it? Where'd you go, Saskatoon?
No, I have this friend who I've known for a long time because he used to do the wine. I got his wine backstage for the Canadian Idol show when we had the green room, and everybody would come and hang out in the green room, and we served his wine. That's how I originally met him. I got him into that. And it was the first time I was ever exposed myself personally to really having a clue what Canadian Niagara wine was all about, because from where I came from, pardon my ignorance, but I thought Canadian wine was kind of SHIT, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know any better. I just didn't know any better. So you thought
Canadian wine was like, what, 3 guys in a Buick with a bag?
I wish. What the trailer park boys.
Exactly. Oh, you're quick on your feet.
Oh, but hot.
Okay, so I had that same ignorance too.
Most of us do. How would we know? We don't know any, but we really need to do a rehaul of the marketing of Canadian wine, because I am telling you, I am not lying. Some of the best wine I've ever had comes from Canada. We have the BC growers, and we have our winemakers, and then we have the Niagara region. And now we've got Prince Edward County coming up. It's all over. It's unbelievable, some of the wines that these people are making. So, I would say they're definitely on a par with some of the really well-known vineyards, from California or for Australia, all the New World wines,
Yes.
So it's amazing stuff. And I was lucky enough to know this guy, but see, the thing is I had no idea that this guy, Brian Schmidt, was actually going to make the wine. I didn't think I said to Peter, I want to make a wine. I know a guy over here. I know this guy, right? And this guy, well, he's one of the brothers. I said, but we can go talk to him, and maybe he can point me in the direction of where I would go to talk to somebody about making wine. Little did I know that when we were sitting at that lunch, and I said to Brian, so who the hell would I talk to about making wine, that he would look me straight in the eye and say, Sass, we're going to make your wine for you. Don't worry about it. Peter and I, you could have heard a pin drop. Peter and I look at each other, we're like, what the F? Are you kidding me? Oh my God, this is so incredibly amazing, because I know Brian makes amazing wines. So, and also he's somebody that I love, and they're an amazing vineyard. So it was just like kismet. It was made to be, baby.
Peter's sitting there. You just had a surreal moment where it's actually going to go down. So what, does he take you out back and show you a couple of vats, or Or is it like...
Oh, I thought you were going to say, does he take you out back and shoot you?
No.
No.
Wow.
No. Oh, no, because it's a big vineyard. They got, like, cellars, and they got a ton of... I mean, I don't even know what those dang things are called. That's how ignorant I still am. These huge, massive steel containers, like they're like 4 people tall and 18 people wide, and they keep it like that's, I don't know, I guess they ferment it in these huge steel vats, but they also have like, you know, oak and barrels and all kinds of stuff. It's like really a playground. It's almost like Disneyland for wine lovers.
I thought you were going to say Disneyland for winos.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Nice to be in orbit.
Okay, so there you are at Disneyland for winos there.
I hope Disney doesn't. I hope they don't sue us for using. It's like hang on. It's an amusement park for winos.
Yeah. So you're going through this process now. You're and you like to do your thing. You know what you like. At some point, you're starting to taste wines. When does that start? Do you come back another day, like after a nice?
Oh no. That's just the whole thing. Is that's what you do? So Brian sits you down, and he has it's like chemistry 101. So he's got like a couple of beakers and a bunch of jars of different grapes of different wines. You know, made from different grapes, etc. Different years, vintages, this, that, and the other, yada, 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 yada. So the whole trick here is to put together the ultimate taste from all of these things, and how many percentages of that one, and what percentage of this one, and all of that kind of stuff. So it is insanely fun. But if you can get out of there without being a pickled prune, you, my son, win.
Now, aren't you supposed to spit it out?
Stuff out. Yes, you're supposed to. What the flip? Am I going to be spitting out freaking wine? I don't think so. Not unless I don't like the taste of it. And there are some that I didn't like. I'll spit those out happily. But other than that, are you kidding? I ain't going to waste good wines.
But you could be sitting there for a couple hours, girl. Just rocking the...
Well, of course you're sitting there for a couple hours.
Okay.
Because let me tell you, you don't want to try walking after an hour.
Well, if I would have
said... Have you been drinking?
No, not yet, but it's coming. If I would have said
what?
I don't spit, I would have got a shot in the head from my guy that does the podcast with me, one of my guys of the Boston Chowder. He likes Riesling. But the combination of Chardonnay and Riesling, that's like, it works though, right? I haven't.
It totally works. So I wouldn't have done it yet, Nimrod. Here's the thing. So Chardonnay, I'm like, I hate Chardonnay. But it's oaked Chardonnay that I hate. I didn't know that there was any other. You have no idea how ignorant. I just didn't know. Like most of us don't know, unless we're like wine peeps, right?
Yeah.
And I just know, I'm pretty much like everybody else in the sense that I know what if I like it, it's good. Yeah. If I don't like it, it blows. Period. So that's basically my approach to making wine too. Do I like it? It rocks. Do I not like it? It blows. So that was the combo, and especially in the percentages, obviously, because that's what makes all the difference is how much Riesling as opposed to how much Chardonnay. All of these things. That's what makes it, that's what makes it special, and that's what makes it different from any other wine. It's just like, it's like music. Mm-hmm. Turn down the goddamn cowbell.
Yeah. And tell the keyboard player to stop playing Beethoven's Fifth all over my track. Yeah. Okay, so you've done the taste test. You come out of there a little sideways, but you're leaving there and you know, right?
You don't know 100% yet because you have to let it sit, and then you have to taste it again to make sure everything is cool. But usually what happened is we'd come up with something, then we'd go back to the table like the next week and tweak it, just to make sure, because then you're like fresh palate, fresh everything, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So that's how we did it, yeah. Now, the red is just a straight-up Cabernet Franc from Vineland Estates, and it is badass, wicked. It's so good. I love it. It's like such, and some of my wine snotty friends liked it too, which means
sales, right? But it also means that you're on the right track.
Exactamundo, babe. Anyway, so I'm like, yeah, I'm a super happy camper. It was so much fun, like such a blast to do it, and so much fun to work with Brian and with Vineland Estates. I mean, it's just, it's just amazing. It's really fun, and it goes hand in hand with music to me. What is music without wine?
Yes.
What is wine without music? Bugger the food. I'll take the music.
I'm coming over.
Yeah, we're doing wine and music pairing.
The design of the label, the look of the label. Now that's a different deal now.
Yes, man. We came up with a bunch of. Well, obviously, I didn't. I shouldn't say obviously. I should say. Let me clarify this. In that, I had ideas, and I was working with the graphic artist, right? And she's also an artist. She does amazing paintings with wine.
Give her a plug.
Her name is Melissa Proudlock. She's insane. Anyway, so I was with her. I said, let's try this. So then she'd do she'd render something that she thought, and I'd give her examples of what I was talking about. And so she'd come up with a mock-up, and then we would go from there and we'd refine it, and then, stuff like that. But I mean, we went through a bunch of different ideas, believe me, to come up with for the final one, which I love, you know. And the name was mine because that's what I woke up one morning thinking, I want to make a wine, and I want to call it Ass Sass, because it's an attitude, dude.
Yep. Well, it works. I haven't tried it yet, and that's where I'm leading to next, Sass. Where can I get my hands on a crate of this? And, yeah.
All right.
And put it in my Buick.
If anybody wants to get a hold of some, there isn't a whole lot. Like, we have to go and make a whole new batch now because the first batch is pretty much almost sold out.
Really?
Seriously, I'm not kidding. Yeah, it's kind of like, whoa, how did that even happen? But it did.
Kick-ass Sass.
It's for my peeps, man. I'm making the wine to share with my peeps. But if you want to get some, you can go to sassjordan.com and you can just order it off that. Like, it takes you to the link to where to buy it, and then they just deliver it to you.
Ah.
Along with other stuff.
Yeah, come on. yeah, I know what you mean. Smoked meat. Wow. I went there. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
A spittoon.
A spittoon, yeah. Because they're all spitters out there listening to this.
Yeah, smoked meat. It's a smoke. Well, hell, that stuff's legal too. So what the heck?
Well, yeah.
I'm not doing a cannabis oil though. I'm not good at that.
You're not doing the drops and the I don't know, the thing that you rub on your feet.
No, you have to. I mean, to me, you have to consume your own products. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
I not that I have anything against it. It's just not something. I just don't do it.
Okay.
It don't interest me.
Yeah, and I don't think less of you for not partaking in that narcotic. I'm fine with it. Whatever, man. Whatever floats your boat.
Who cares?
Right? And it's legal, and yes, people can do it. And moving on from that.
I think it's great. Yeah,
Whatever. Bob Marley, love him. Vineland Estates Winery, they can go there as well, I believe, and it's $20 a bottle.
That sounds right. Yes, Vineland Estate. If you go, it's easier if you just go sassjordan.com, click, and then it takes you right to the shop.
Wow.
And then we don't have to fart around with trying to figure out the name of it.
I'll have Kat at the end of the show when she does the runoffs and the run-ins for me on the show. She'll give out the address proper because apparently we're knuckleheads. Okay, but I just wanted to say to you, thank you again. You're a sweetheart, and I love the fact that you take time out for us guys out here in Oshawa. And
oh, God bless. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You're not a snobby winemaker. You're an absolutely beautiful person.
Nope, and I never will be.
No, you're the real deal. And folks, if you don't even know Sass Jordan, look her up, man. I'm telling you, the real deal. We need more of this in our country. We need more of this in the world. Just real people.
Yeah.
Like a taste of the sun. Kick-ass Sass. Get out there and grab it. And I'll take a crate and a half now. Thank you, Sass.
You're welcome. God bless, and I hope I talk to you again soon, Lex.
Thank you for listening to the Pure Garbage Podcast, and thanks to Sass Jordan. To find her wine, you can go to Vineland Estate Vineyard in Niagara, or for more information, go to her website, sassjordan.com. To find us, subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Podbean, or Stitcher.